So I had a request the other day to make a video. Also, Joe Sullivan from Strong the Sullivan Way, all that stuff. I had a request the other day to make a video about my mindset going into meets. My friend Jairus Hall asked me to make that video basically before he competed, and I got busy and I wasn't able to. But I am 4 days out right now, and basically, as per my other video, I've told myself I'm going to be putting more stuff up. Um, and basically, I'm just going to talk about mindset. It's not only your mindset before the meet, but it is also during the training cycle. I am very big on control. I'm very big on taking ownership of what you're doing and what you have done. Because like that's why RPE and like reps in reserve training can work so well for me and for the people that I work with, because it's very effort based. If you're actually trying, it's a good gauge, but if you're just going through the motions, you'd be better off with like percentage based training. But the reason I bring this up is because I'm very, very big on control. I put a lot of effort into my training. I put a lot of effort into everything that I'm doing because I'm very passionate about this sport. I'm very passionate about pursuing all-time world records and all that good stuff that I always talk about. And I want to do more. I always want to put more effort in somewhere. I always consider myself lacking in some regard, whether that's intensity of training, recovery, dedication to recovery, like through movements, food, supplements, whatever stuff. Like there's always more. You can always do better. That's a big principle in the Kabuki movement systems as well. There's always more. You can always try a little bit harder and do a little bit more to get you towards the goal that you've set your sights on. That's why I take pride in what I do. I take pride in the training that I complete, in the effort I put in regards to training, and I'm very laser focused. I'm very locked in, as Dave Tate's old like motivational video. I can't remember which one it was, but he talks about being locked in. That's how I am, and I'm not ashamed of that. I'm very goal driven and goal oriented, and I probably will be until I die. But the reason I'm saying that is because I take a lot of control, or I take a lot of pride in having control and being the primary driving factor of change in my own body, in my own progress, in whatever I'm doing during the training cycle. But the weeks leading up to the meet, like the last couple of days, especially, like right now, I'm dieting. I'm basically replacing all the carbs I've eaten with fats to just dump some glycogen and make weight. I'll make a video about that. My tactics. It's pretty similar to anybody out there that's doing it effectively. But these last couple of days, I'm not training. I'm not doing anything, like the work has been put in. Now it's just about doing it on the platform. Basically, like as my friend L.S. McLean, a very high level USAPL IPF competitor, explained to me at Raw Nationals, he treats it the same way. It's just show and tell. The competition is like, hey, this is the squat I brought. This is my squat that I made. This is my show and tell. Check it out. This is what it is. It's not up to meet day magic. If you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you're not going to have a better day or a worse day. It's just about the work you've put in leading up to the competition. And that's one of the biggest things that I struggle with is these last couple of days, because an idle mind is an active mind, and I'm sitting here and I'm nervous. You're never not going to be terrified. I'm always terrified to step on the stage. Once I do, I'm fine, but getting that opening squat in, I'm fucking losing my mind. It's just like, oh shit, man. I don't know. I'm going to bomb out on depth. Like, It's just, oh shit, it's gonna happen. Or like, oh man, I don't know, maybe like the plates were lighter in the gym, or oh god, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, it's until I'm out there, I'm I'm freaking out, Like I repeat to myself. I'm very big on like positive self-talk and like affirmation of oneself. I'm like I will literally say to myself, "This is what you were meant to do. This is why you are here. You are meant to do this." And just repeat that to myself over and over again. But it's just those last couple of days where I'm just waiting, it's sitting and knowing I've done everything I can. It's just about putting it together on the day of the meet now. It's the work has been done. It's just about executing. And I'm just basically just waiting. Like everybody like seems to do these 1 day out or like 6 days out, 7 days out. TikTok, the clock is coming, like the deadline is almost here. And getting just fired up, and they're super pumped starting like a month out. Just all they're doing is freaking out about this meet, and like I'm not like that. I'm just like it's gonna be another day. It's just a test day. I've put together the best training cycle I could have. I've done everything within my power. I can always do more, and I plan to do more in the future. But this training cycle, I've done what I can, and now it's just about executing it. I'm come meet day, like you guys see how fired up I am in my training videos. I'm yelling, I'm screaming. I had the memes made of like, yes, I get fired up in my training. But come meet day, I'm like that when I get to the bar, but throughout the day I'm cracking jokes, just hanging out, enjoying myself, because it's not about keeping that level of arousal. It's a upside down U. It's a U, like the arousal curve or whatever it was called. Like you have to find the optimal level of hype essentially, so as not to be too low on the hype scale, so you're over here and you're not performing to where you want to be, but then too hype and too excited and too aroused that you get yourself out of the competition and psych yourself out. You want to find that perfect balance on, it takes time finding that and deciding what works for you and what is best for you. Some people are very excited the entire week leading up to it. Some people are very nervous. There's always going to be fear. It never goes away. And there's always going to be doubt. It never goes away. It's just about treating your success, if you have decided to be successful, as an inevitability. I've decided I will be like one of the best powerlifters of all time. Doesn't matter if it happens at this next meet or if it happens 25 meets from now. It is an inevitability that will occur. That's basically how I treat it. I got that from Vasily Alexeyev. He was like the first man to overhead press 500 or like 250 kilos or something. I'm not sure, but I just treat it as an inevitability, and just I have to do whatever it takes for me to get there in a reliable manner, whether that's psyching myself up or calming myself down. And like the work has been put in. Like that's what training cycles are for. That's what the work is. Now it's just show and tell. So yeah, that's video on mentality and the illusion of control going into a meet, because it's basically just about what you've done prior to it, not actually on the day of. But yeah, so video. Follow Jairus on Instagram. I'll link his thing in the description.